Hello everybody, I've got a quick little trick here that might help you to identify all of the factors of a number. Now, where would finding all of the factors of a number come in handy? Well, lots of different places, and reducing fractions down to lowest terms, possibly, divisibility, helping you with quick division. Another place that it might help you with is factoring quadratics if you're in algebra and you need to figure out a pair of numbers. So the factors of a number, as we all know, are numbers that divide the larger number cleanly. And if we have a number such as, I'm going to go with something, reasonably sizable here. I'm going to go with, let's go with 45. I think that's a pretty reasonable number to start with. Obviously, every number that we know of, every whole number that we know of is divisible by 1. Everything's divisible by 1 and itself. So the first pair of factors is always going to be 1 and the number that you start with. And I write them in a little bit of a pair like this with a space in between them, and you'll see why in just a minute here. So in order to get the next factor, I have to start thinking about, okay, what numbers divide 45 cleanly? So I start thinking about, well, does 2 divide 45? No, it doesn't, because 45 isn't even. What about 3? Well, 4 plus 5 is 9. So I'm going to say that yes, 45 divides 3, and it does so 15 times over when you do the division. So your next pair of factors are 3 and 15. Okay, now you're still working down this left column here as you keep increasing the number in the left column and deciding if every time you increase the number, is 45 divisible by this number. Okay, so the next number is 4, and once again, we're going to have some trouble dividing 45 by 4 and getting a clean answer. But if we divide by 5, we all know that 5 times 9 is 45. Okay? And now I just keep going and increasing this number. I can't divide 6, can't divide 7, can't divide 8, but 45 does divide 9, and you sort of say to yourself, well, aha, I've already got 9 right here on my list. So you are done identifying the factors of 45. Now, one of the nice little ways that this trick works is that you can get all the factors of 45 in a list, but you also have them paired off as well. So if you need to know some quick division results, all you have to do is take 45 divided by 15, and you can go right across and get 3. So that's a simple little trick that we can do. Let's do this for another number that's a little bit larger. Let's try 64. Okay. Some of you already know that 64 is a perfect square. So we're going to do the same trick here. Start with 1 and 64. And we know that it's even, so it will divide by 2. 6 plus 4 is 10, so it does not divide 3, but it certainly divides 4. And it does not divide 5, 6, or 7, but it does divide 8. And this is where you stop your factor loop. Now, I realize I wrote 8 twice here. There's really no need for this second 8. It's not a distinct factor. So all of these numbers right here, those are the factors of 64. Let's try it again with one more rather large number. I'm going to go ahead and let's go with 84. That seems like a pretty good number to do because there might be a lot of factors of 84. Okay, so 1 and 84 for sure. It divides cleanly by 2 because it's even. 8 plus 4 is 12, so it does divide 3. And now I got to think very carefully here about 84 divided by 3. And since I'm kind of flying through this video without a calculator, I kind of have to do the long division and come up with 28 as the other factor. Okay, now it will divide 4. 4 times 21 is 84. It won't divide 5. and it actually will divide by 6. Well, how do I know this? Well, if a number divides by both 2 and by 3, it will certainly divide by 6. So let's figure out what that is down here. 84 divided by 6. So that leaves me 2, and 4 times 6 is 24 with no remainder. So 6 times 14 is going to give me 84. And 7 times 12 is going to give me 84 for sure. What about 8? Well, will it divide 8? Well, no, it won't, because we know that 10 times 8 is 80. And 84 doesn't quite get us to that next number that we need. It won't divide 9 because 8 plus 4 is 12, and 12 does not divide 9 cleanly. It doesn't divide 10 or 11, but it does divide 12, and there we are. There's our list of factors for the number 84. Okay, I hope this was a helpful little trick. If you need this, and enjoy.